Hi everybody, this is Oksana. Today we're going to be making fun little flower bouquet earrings. They look like this, like a little bunch of flowers with a cute little leaf underneath hanging here on the earring hook, and they look nice from all directions. You can see flowers even from the back, and from the sides you see different kind of flowers. So I think these are really cute. They're fairly simple to make. They just use a little bit of round wire. I'm just using basic round wire from the craft store. So if you want to see how I made these, just keep watching. This is the wire I'm going to be using. It's artistic wire that can be found in the craft store. Feel free to use, whatever other type of wire you may have. Maybe you have pure sterling silver or copper, but this one is called tinned copper and it's a silver color. It's 20 gauge round wire, and it doesn't say the temper on here, but it's dead soft. I haven't tried doing this with half hard wire. It might be possible because we're not doing a lot of like really complicated bending, but so far I've just done it with this type of wire. For my tools, I'm going to be using wire cutters. These are Swanstrom to cut the wire. Then I have round nose pliers and regular pliers. Mine are the Lindstrom brand. The round nose ones are called RX 7590, and then the regular pliers are called RX 7890. And it's also really helpful to have something like this. This is a really old tool I've had for a long time from the craft store. It's called Bead Buddy, and it's basically bail making pliers that have these round portions in different thicknesses. So I'm going to use them to bend around to make, round shape. You can technically use other things, anything that is just a small kind of round stick or anything like that. You can even try using the round nose pliers to bend around as well, since they're rounded. They're just different thickness, so if you bend around them, you just have to be careful to bend around the same spot. Some people even mark the spot with like a permanent marker, so when they're bending, they're getting the same shape circles. And then another thing you're going to need is the flower beads. I'm using all different ones here to make it just kind of like a bouquet of all different flowers, but you can do matching ones or just like alternating ones, just like purple and pink, for example, instead of all 4 different colors. I just wanted to show you different types of flowers that exist out there. And also I'm gonna attach this little leaf. These are all acrylic or aka plastic. You can find them on Etsy. Unfortunately, the seller I got them from no longer is selling, but you just have to search for plastic flower beads or plastic leaf bead. In the case of this one, I would search for plastic or acrylic bellflower bead, since this is a bellflower. And then of course we're going to need an earring hook. These are the titanium earring hooks from Rio Grande. Here's what they look like in the package. This is the item number of these, and you can make your own earring hooks as well. I just happen to have these. I like that they're hypoallergenic and they kind of happen to match my wire, but you can make your own, and I will leave a link to a video tutorial I have on making your own earring hook out of wire. So the first thing you want to do is cut yourself 2 pieces of the wire, and mine are about 2.5 inches long, and we're going to do 1 wire at a time. Grab your bail making pliers or round nose pliers if you're going to be using those, and hold the wire just kind of roughly in the middle. Then we're going to bend it around this smallest size here, and we're going to let the wire ends crisscross each other like this. So let me just open that up so you can see. what's happened. Actually, maybe I can remove this too. So this is what I've made so far. This is not the finished piece here. I'm gonna finish it in a second. I just want it kind of to show you clearly what it should look like at this stage. So what we're gonna do now is grab our regular pliers, and it's probably easier to show you, but basically I want the wires, instead of coming from the top of the loop, see how there's a loop and then the wires are at the top, I want them to be kind of in the middle of the loop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend it down, starting with one side here, just kind of bend it down, and then take my regular pliers, grab the wire, bend it like so. See what happened now? And now the wire is kind of where the middle of the circle is, but not this wire. This wire is still at the top. So we just have to do that. So I'm just kind of bending it down and then coming in here with my pliers and bending it straight like so. Okay, so this is the goal, is to have your circle and then have the wire ends look like they're right in the middle of it. And then you just do that again with the other wire. So bending it around, letting it crisscross, and then taking those wire ends with your pliers and then the other wire end. And here are both of them together. This kind of gives me another idea for different types of earrings, but that will be another video. So what we want to do now is connect these. And to connect them, we're going to have to take one of them and open it up, because the little circle is closed tight. So you can use your pliers or your fingers, whatever is easier for you, to just kind of open up this circle. So you can see that starting to open. I think it might need to be a little wider like so, so that if I take this other one, I slide it on and I just have it go all the way around until it's just hanging like this. Then I can go ahead and push this closed now. Now we're gonna make jump rings. We need to make 2 jump rings using the same wire. I'm just keeping it on the spool, and I'm using the same bail making pliers. This time I'm using the larger size here. So what I'm doing is just grabbing my wire. Actually, let me grab it like this, since to show you like what to do when you have like a little end like that, since most people, it might be easier to do that way. So you're just winding it around and around like so. And so after you've done that about 3 times, see the 3 little lines of wire there, and you have to get it off. I'm just kind of twisting it off because it gets a little stuck. And then you have this little coil like this. So you just take your cutters and you cut here where it's rounded so that you get rid of that little end, that little straight little wire end that's sticking up. So I cut through, and then the little end fell off, and then here's like the little circle, and then here where I cut, just come in here and cut again, and we've made another jump ring. So with the jump rings, if you want to just gently hammer them to give them a little bit of strength, feel free to do that. You just don't want to hammer them too much, since this is a coated wire. You can kind of see by the wire end there, it's copper on the inside. So just set the jump rings aside. We're going to use them in a minute, and now let's attach our flowers to this little contraption we have going on. So take the first flower and just slide it right onto the wire, one of the wires. The only thing when it comes to like what order to do the flowers in is if you already made the other earring, you just want to match and do it in the same order. So after you do that, trim the wire, but leave a little end. It's better that your end is a little longer, because you can just come in and cut it shorter rather than cutting it too short and then struggling. So now is when we take our round nose pliers. If you don't have round nose pliers, you can theoretically do this with regular pliers as well. Give it a try, especially if you have pliers that are small and pointy with small pointy tips. You might be able to just do this. So then you take that little wire end and you curve it down like so. That's why the wire end needs to be a little longer than it looks, because you need that space to curve it. And it made like a little loop, so I'm gonna come in here with my regular pliers and I'm going to close up that loop just by pressing on it like so. Okay, and now the flower is attached. So we are going to attach all of the flowers in this manner. So now we're just going to attach all of the flowers this way. So with the bellflower, I usually just kind of trim here where the bellflower ends, and the pliers kind of hit the top of it, or not the pliers, the wire cutters, and that's how I get a longer little wire end in there. So just gonna grab that. It's a little bit trickier with these because you have to get in there and just turn that, and then just squish that flatter with the regular pliers. All right, so we have 2 more flowers to attach. Let's do this purple one next. So just grab, curve, and close up that loop with our pliers. And now our last flower, which is this one here. The only thing you want to make sure of when you're attaching these is that you don't accidentally leave like a lot of space behind the flower. I'll show you in a second. So here's my little loop. Closing that up. By that I mean here, like don't leave too much of the wire. So the flowers, you want them to be close to each other like this. All right, so here you have 2 and 2. Now you just want to take one of the jump rings, open that up, and there's 2 loops. There's the loop from the first wire that 2 flowers are on, and then the one from the second wire. So just pick one, whichever one, put the jump ring through, and then we're just going to attach our earring hook onto the jump ring. And I just want to close that jump ring. I know it can be tough to get in there because everything's so small. Usually I use my fingers, but you might want to use your round nose pliers to help you in this case to close that up. And then the earring hook too. I'm going to close this a little more so there's no gap. All right, so here's a little bundle of flowers. And then we take our other jump ring, so have the earring hook like how you'd wear it, right? So this will be the front, and take the jump ring, put it through that other loop here on the bottom. This way you know where the front is, so you know how to position your leaf. So the leaf needs to be facing the front. Now it's upside down, so I kind of have the back facing me. Let's see if I can work that leaf through there. All right, so the leaf is on there. And now we just have to close that little jump ring up. Like so. It should be all set. We should have our little bunch of flowers hanging here, 4 flowers, a little bouquet, and then the leaf is facing forward just like I wanted. If you messed up and it's accidentally facing the other way, just open the jump ring, switch it around. It's not a big deal, or you can even switch the little earring hook around. Also, here's what the earring will look like from the back. So it looks nice from all sides, you know, since earrings you will see kind of from all different angles when you wear them. Here is the other earring as well. So you have your little flower bouquet earrings. And I think they're really cute, and they're really fun and pretty easy and quick to make. Don't use a lot of wire. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a like down below if you did, and don't forget to subscribe. I post new videos every weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.